Hi, I'm Coach Kacie, Career, Confidence, and Leadership Coach. Today I'm doing a video blog on confidence and specifically focusing on how health truly impacts your overall confidence. And just touching a little bit on my last video blog, which was about my vision board. I focused specifically on my vision board on three main areas that create freedom for me that I truly want to focus on right now. And those are my finances, my forever love, and my overall fitness. So again, I'm going to speak about confidence and fitness, and specifically how I feel that health and your overall fitness are the foundation for building and gaining confidence in yourself and your personal abilities. Personally, I've always just been naturally confident. It's just one of those things that's part of who I am. I don't apologize for who I am. I'm very confident in myself and my abilities, and just overall, confidence level. I feel very good about it, and it's been pretty consistent. Now, I'm not saying that I'm completely confident 24/7, 365. I don't know that that's always going to be realistic. There's definitely times where you have those days or whatever it might be that maybe your confidence level is a little lower than what it typically is. But going back to the confidence side of it, I feel that health is like a foundation for building your confidence. And when I talk about health, I'm specifically talking about, what do you eat? How do you nourish your body? Are you working out and taking care of your body and getting active? Are you getting enough sleep? What are you doing overall to focus on your confidence? Not just your external, but also your internal confidence. So in speaking about health and how it impacts your overall confidence, I recently began doing paleo. And the paleo lifestyle is anything that you can gather from the earth. So whether it's protein from the meat of animals or fruits and vegetables. One thing that most people find challenging with paleo is not so much what you can eat, but what you can't eat. So whenever I say meat, fruits, and vegetables, that excludes anything that's processed. So that's a lot of your sweets, pasta, rice, things of that nature, corn, quite a few beans. So there's a lot of things that people are used to eating that are not part of the paleo lifestyle. I know at first blush, that's one of those things where it's like, wow, really, there's so many things that you can't have, and, don't feel bad. I felt that way when I first started, and made the decision to go forward with it, because I either am all or nothing. There's no 50-50. It's either 100% or zero. So I decided, 100%, I'm going to, give it my all. And, I read in a couple of different places where, the first couple of weeks you have what they call a carb flu from all the processed sugars and carbs that you typically take in with processed foods. And, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm not worried about that. I didn't think it would be an issue. Well, here I am like 3 or 4 weeks into my paleo, and I'm like, man, I don't have any energy. I'm just dragging. I'm lethargic. Oh, this is tougher than I thought. So finally made it through those first couple of weeks. And once I got past that, I was like, wow, like my energy level increased. I wasn't bloated and didn't feel all like icky and gross. I had a lot more energy. My skin was more clear. My mood improved and was more consistent. So, there were so many things that just in that short period of time started to change for me. And the only time I noticed a difference was when I, gave in to temptation, whether I was at a party or just somewhere where it was kind of difficult not to have certain foods. I was like, well, I'm hungry. I got to eat something. So I would, and then almost immediately I would feel my body just like practically shut down. Like I would just start feeling like crap, ultimately. And it took a couple of days of eating clean and paleo again before I actually started to feel good and feel like I did before. So, that's one step. And it doesn't have to be paleo. That's just the choice that I made. But, what are you putting into your body, and how are you taking care of your body on the inside? And then in addition to that, like I mentioned, I cut out dairy at the same time that I started paleo. So, I take in vitamins, so vitamin C and some other vitamins that I'm taking to supplement, or calcium, I should say, that I'm taking to supplement some of the things that I may not be getting. So also, vitamins and taking care of your body from that standpoint. And then the other aspect of, overall health is your sleep. So are you getting enough sleep every night? Are you, really taking care of yourself that way? How are you supposed to have energy if you're not sleeping at night and you're not allowing yourself, for most people, they need 8 hours. Not everybody, but allowing yourself the amount of time to sleep that you need. And then I'd say, all those things kind of focus on your internal and how you feel and your energy level. Well, the other side of that is your external. So to me, you've got to have inside and outside confidence to have complete confidence. So when we focus on the external, speaking about myself, I specifically hired a personal trainer, and I did that back in the day, or actually May of 2012 when I was about to get married. I, a year before that was like at my heaviest weight that I'd been, and I felt terrible. I had no energy. I mean, everything was just blah, it was just gross. And, it took me seeing a picture of myself to realize that I was that heavy. So I essentially, had already joined a gym that I wasn't really going to and really need that extra push. So I hired a personal trainer and immediately started seeing results, losing weight, had more motivation, just felt a little bit better, both internally and externally. And when it was all said and done, come the day of my wedding, I had the results that I wanted. I mean, there were specific things that I wanted to focus on for my wedding dress, specific areas that were going to be emphasized. So we were able to focus on that and, focus on the food that I was eating, cut out some different things. Wasn't as strict as what I'm doing now, but just really felt like I hadn't felt in a long time, and it took me getting there to realize how bad I actually felt before all that. Well, then I got married, went on my honeymoon, and ate like I was on my honeymoon for the next 6 months, and stopped working out and kind of went back to that same old thing I was doing before I started training. And, I didn't put all the weight back on, but I did, gain weight, and I gained it even faster this time than I'd gained it the time before. And so, I go back to my trainer, and at this point, I had actually started my own business. I had left the company I was working for. And, my personal trainer, he challenged me. And, this is somebody who I respect and trust. And he asked me, he said, how are you supposed to coach people about being confident if you are not the best version of yourself? And I was like, wow, you're right. I mean, how am I supposed to do that if I'm not 100% confident in myself right now? And I'm, feeling guilty about letting myself gain some of this weight back and not staying on that routine. So him telling me that really hit a chord with me. And so, we started working out together again, and we're working out once a week for an hour. And I was doing resistance training and cardio whenever we weren't together that he was actually giving me assignments for. And that workout's even evolved to where now, we still work out once a week for an hour, but my best friend comes and she works out with us. So I get one-on-one time with her, in addition to get my butt kicked every week by my trainer. And then I'm also doing cardio and resistance training 4 other days a week on my own. And, starting to see those results that I had worked so hard for before my wedding. And now granted, they're not coming off as fast, but my main thing that I wanted to focus on was being able to maintain. What's the point in losing all that weight and doing all these unrealistic things that I'm not going to want to do forever? So, when we talk about paleo, it's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. And, there's a lot of research and things around that. It's just like any other thing. If you do it as a diet and you stop doing it, you're going to gain the weight back. I wanted something that was long-term, that I could maintain, and that was reasonable for me. And so, I've found that. But by working with that personal trainer is somebody that's going to hold me accountable. And even my best friend, because, if I don't show up 100% one day, she's going to call me out on it, even before my trainer can. And I know that if I make an appointment to be there and train, I'm going to be there. Unless I physically can't move, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to work as hard as I can and try to get the results that I ultimately want to achieve. So those are just some of the things. It's not all inclusive. It's just, to me, some of the most important things that are your foundation for gaining confidence. And that's, are you getting enough sleep? What are you eating and putting into your body and nourishing your body with? Are you taking vitamins or supplements if you need them? And then are you working out, moving, doing something where you're getting out and moving around, whether it's just walking your dogs or actually doing a physical workout or cardio, it doesn't matter. You just need to do something to make yourself feel better. All those things are going to ultimately give you more energy, make you feel better about yourself, and look better, which creates confidence. So again, that's your foundation for creating confidence, and then you continue to build on that and build on that. And so I'll continue to do video blogs about some different aspects of, how you can build on your confidence and ultimately gain a confidence level that you want. And we all know that confidence impacts so many areas of our lives, and that's just, again, that first building block and that foundation for gaining that confidence. So thank you. Again, I'm Coach Kacie from Complete Confidence, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.